What's the vibe, y'all? It's the host Max So Wavy, and I'm back with another episode of Sorry for What. This is episode 61. Welcome back. If you've never been here before, welcome to the waviest podcast there is on earth. You know what I'm saying? What's the vibes, y'all? Happy Thursday. Good morning. Because by the time y'all hear this, it'll be Thursday. Y'all know it's Monday night for me. That's the night that I shoot. But thus far, I hope everybody had a great week. And I hope everybody has a great weekend. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't going to waste too much time. We're going to jump straight into it today. We're going to get on the hot topics. It's been a pretty calm week. I'm back on social media a little bit here and there. So I'm seeing, more of the things that's going on. But it's been a pretty calm week. So I don't really got that much in hot topics to go into. But we're going to kick it off with talking about the Super Bowl for everybody that's listening to this or watching this that's into sports. We got the Patriots versus the Seattle Seahawks. That's a crazy Super Bowl. Not for the Patriots. The Patriots have been to the Super Bowl so many times, bro, that it's like whatever for them. But I feel like the Seahawks ain't been there in a while. Maybe I'm bugging. Maybe I don't remember because I don't keep up with football. So congratulations to them. Stephon Diggs, if y'all don't know who that is, that's Cardi B's boyfriend. For people who knew him as a football player prior to that, I had no idea who he was, to be completely honest. I just knew he was Cardi B's man. Of course, she was there celebrating with him at the game. That's a real down ass woman, bro. That's a real down. That's a down bitch. I'm trying to refrain from calling women bitches. Um, but I feel like Cardi's the type of woman that wouldn't take offense to that. That's a down ass bitch. So you know she was in the game. It was right here in the city. They did play the Broncos. I live in Denver, so I was going for the Broncos by default, and because I'm from New York, bro. So also by default, I gotta hate the Patriots according to my dad. You feel me? So I was going for the Broncos just because I'm in the city and just because I gotta hate the Patriots, but it didn't work out like that. Still super exciting for Stephon Diggs. It was his first time being to the going to the playoffs, going to the championship. Sorry, because that's what it is. It's his first time with a championship appearance. That's super fire. So congratulations to him, man. Congratulations to Cardi too. Like just because I feel like since she left that nigga, she been having a super good life, and sometimes that's how it be. Sometimes you gotta leave some shit behind to really level up. So shout out to Cardi for that for winning, because that's a win for her too. Your man's going to the Super Bowl. That's fire. And shout out to Stephon Diggs for that. That's super fire. Who y'all think is gonna win? Let me know. Y'all got the Seahawks, y'all got the Patriots. I really don't ever bet against the Patriots ever. But y'all let me know what y'all are thinking. I might put in a ticket on Super Bowl Sunday. You feel what I'm saying? I was really hoping the Broncos was gonna do it because it would have been lit in the city. Super lit. But yeah, that's what I got for that hot topic. Next up on the hot topics, let's go music. ASAP Rocky dropped the album and it went number one. Congratulations. He's been doing a few interviews here and there. He spoke on the album. He spoke on Rihanna. He spoke on of course the Drake beef and shit like that. I've never really been an ASAP Rocky fan as far as musically. I like the way he dresses. Pause when I say he's an attractive gentleman. You feel me? Pause. None of y'all get that twisted. I'm just saying. Other than the looks, I never really seen the hype or heard the hype music wise. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I never really been an ASAP fan in general. Like ever. None of them niggas. Not Ferg, not Rocky, not I don't know none of the rest of them. But I've never ever really been a fan of that. But the album went number one. So somebody's a fan. And that's super exciting. Because niggas was saying he wasn't even gonna chart. So the album went number one. That's super fire. Congratulations on that. Let me know what y'all thought about the album. I did not listen to it. Someone whose album did drop that I listened to though briefly was Ari Lennox. I think I've made it halfway through the album. I love Ari Lennox, bro. There's nothing she could do wrong to me. So I'm sure the rest of the album is gonna be just as fire as the part of the album that I listened to. So that's all that I got for that on Hot Topics. I feel like there's one other thing that I'm missing. I'm gonna try to just go over everything briefly. Summer Walker is going on tour. Super excited about that. I love Summer Walker, and she's going on like a trilogy tour because I don't think she's been on any other tour for the other. Sorry for what? For the other over it. So I think it's gonna be like a trilogy tour, which is super exciting. I will be catching one of those shows. I don't know which one I'm gonna catch because she's not coming to my city. Um, but I'm gonna catch one of them. I just don't know which one yet. I'm not quite sure. But for hot topics, I'm really thinking that that's all that I got that I really feel like getting into. Oh, at the day I'm recording this, it's 6 years since the passing of Kobe and his daughter, Gianna. Rest in peace to them. Such a tragic loss, bro. Such a tragic loss and like sad, bro. She was super young. Kobe just retired. So that's all like super, super sad, super, super tough, I'm sure, to even like have to deal with that for, her siblings remaining, her mom, his wife, his daughters. Like, that's just a super tough loss. So 6 years of that, rest in peace to them. Um, what else do I got on here? The hot topics, like I said, it's been a pretty calm week. Um, if you're into TV shows, let's talk about that. I'm super into series. I love binge watching things. I love watching shit episode by episode. Um, Two shows returning this week. Bridgerton. I love Bridgerton. Like, that's probably one of my guilty pleasures. That shit is super, super fire. Another show returning this week that I love is School Spirits. Super exciting. If you haven't watched His and Hers, please go watch that. That shit is super, super good. I just spent the last weekend binging that shit. I literally finished that shit in one day. It's only 6 episodes. Um, all right, da 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 da. I don't want to waste too much time talking about a whole bunch of other stuff. What is another hot topic that we got? Who else dropped some new music? The Baby dropped some new music. The Baby always drops shit right in time for the summer, or like right before summer gets here. That by the time summer gets here, that shit's gonna be a hit. He did the same shit with what's that song? Go, just shake some. He did the same shit and then threw Sexy Red on a remix, which was crazy. So that song he got out is fire. What else? Like I said, it's been a pretty calm week. Nothing else I'm really trying to get into as far as that. Yeah. So that's all I got on the hot topics, bro. Everything else is just super, super calm. It's been pretty much the same shit that it's always been. Da da da. Yeah, man. I got nothing else. I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything in my charts. Um Yeah, man, that's it. That's all we got. I think Cash Doll announced she's single, or announced posted some roses after announcing she's single that got people like all in a frenzy. I don't really get into that shit, to be honest, because there's really nothing to get into as far as that's concerned. Kasana and his ex, they've been going through it too. For my young crowd, Kasana basically accused her of cheating. She been online saying she ain't never cheated. That's all bullshit. Yada yada yada. Um, she exposed some of the people that was quote unquote his friend that was in his DM and her DMs trying to get with her behind his back. That's been super, super interesting. That's really all that I got though, bro. I don't want to sit up here and make hot topics and talk about shit that I really don't care about. Relationship shit that people go through sometimes, I really don't be caring about. I be having my own shit going on. So I ain't really gonna get into too much of that. Um, yeah, let's leave that alone and jump into some of the music that I've been listening to this week. Y'all know this is one of my favorite parts of the show. Sorry for the soundtrack. Let's talk about that this week. Of course, these are the songs that inspire the topic of the episode. Last week was the exception because I wanted to talk about some other shit. But today that's gonna be the format. We're gonna get into the music. Let's talk about it. My playlist for this week has been ratherly calm, new school and old school a little bit. So you know what I'm saying? Like let's get into it. Um, First things first. On my playlist, I got. It would help if I had it pulled up on the iPad, but it's only on my phone. Um, First things first. Keyshia Cole. I want Keyshia Cole this week. Got to get my heart back. Um, Listen, I think sometimes, not sometimes, most of the time, old school music is way better than the new school music. I ain't gonna hold you. You feel what I'm saying? I went Keyshia Cole because that's just been where I'm at. First of all, that Keyshia Cole album is super, super, super hard. If y'all know what Keyshia Cole album I'm talking about, let me get into exactly what album it's off of. I wanna say got to get that's a good one. Keyshia Cole got so much shit. Go to album. Let's see. Just like you off that album. The song is super, super self-explanatory. The reason I picked that song is because she's talking about, oh yo, I gotta get my heart back to where it used to be before I started, like before I fell in love with you, before I fucked with you, before I got here with you. My heart was in a different place. And I think when you're going through a breakup or a situation where you're looking back and you're reflecting, you a lot of times you miss your old self, or you remember who you were, or you remember how your heart once was. You just remember a lot of different things. You remember when you were in a better place, when certain things brought you happiness, brought you peace. I think that like That's just where it's at. And it's a part in the heartbreak that you go through or the separation that you go through in a relationship and you realize like, yo, I really gotta I gotta snap out of this shit. I gotta snap out of this shit fast. I gotta get back to what it was, to who I was, to what I was about, because this shit right here, this shit just can't be the rest of my days. So I really, really love that song because I personally am feeling like that's where I'm at in my healing stage now. It's been a long time coming, and that might just be where I'm at today because healing is up and down. You feel what I'm saying? One day you might feel like this, one day you might feel like that. So I really do feel like that might just be today. But for the most part, that's where I'm at. I just got to get my heart back, bro. I can't keep waiting on the calls, waiting on a text, wishing on the call, wishing on the text. Like I can't keep doing that. I got to get back to what it was and who I was before I got right here. And that's just the song that's kind of been getting me through that. I think that is a super super good song to listen to. Next up on the playlist for Sorry for the Soundtrack, I got My by Johnny Gill. Throwback song that came out long before I was born, but it's that gas. And sometimes the music that we grew up on or that our parents grew up on, that be better than the music we got. Who we got holding down R&B like crazy right now besides Chris Brown? Besides Chris Brown, male R&B, like I just haven't. The songs for the joints, like you just don't hear that music like that no more. My Johnny Gill. I've been running to that on the treadmill. It's elite. And the reason I be listening to a lot of these other songs when I'm working out is because I work out at 5 a.m. I don't like working out at 5 a.m. to rap music. So a lot of the times it's either gospel music or it's R&B music, slow R&B joints. Sometimes it's the bedroom boom playlist, which I think I'm in a gym for. I'm in a gym to, you feel me? So that when man, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of music I'm listening to. R&B, bedroom boom, but most of the time in the morning it is gospel. But Johnny Gill when I'm running, yeah. By the time the sun up, I'm running to Johnny Gill. My. I'm not gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? Put on that red dress, step on those high heels, some of that sweet perfume. A lot of girls these days don't smell like sweet perfume. They smell like fucking Kush and fucking and skin. Bitches be smelling like nothing but backwoods and fucking body mist. You feel what I'm saying? My, get you in your bag. You feel what I'm saying? It'll remind you of the times. Next up on Sorry for the Soundtrack, I got Mariah Carey, Honey. Another joint that I'm running to, chest pumping to. Old school shit. The beat is fire. I know Diddy's a freak, nasty, freakiest freak that ever frook. But, but, that nigga was good on the beats. The nigga's good on the beats, good in the studio. He was good in the studio. He got a good ear. Niggas is like, oh, he can't read music. So what? He could hear it. And it be sounding good. Honey by Mariah Carey is one of them ones. A lot of people give Mariah Carey slander because she's like, they say she's not friendly. She's just an Aries. That's just how they act. I don't know why they act like that, but they do. But the music is good. The music is fire. You can have me when you want me. Man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. We gonna gump off that. Honey by Mariah Carey. I'm running to that. That's my vibes. Next up on the Sorry for the Soundtrack, the last song on there, of course, I always end it with gospel, not because it's the last one that I'm listening to, but because it is like, you feel me? That's how we're gonna close it out. We're going Sunday service choir, more than anything. More than anything by the Sunday service choir. Gospel song. They played that at my last church service. And I was so excited because like now I've been in church long enough to know some of the songs, which I already knew the song prior to going to church. But I love when they sing songs that I know for real so I can be a part of it. I love it. So it was fire. And it's a great song because I be praying to God, asking for a lot. But sometimes I just be telling him, thank you. Thank you for the blessings, the seen, the unseen, the things that I don't understand, the things that I do understand. You know what I'm saying? I'm not leaning on my own understanding. So I tell God thank you all the time. And that's why I love that song. Because I really do love God more than anything. More than anything. And I believe the love is returned because I'm blessed. You feel what I'm saying? I'm blessed. So yes, that wraps up my playlist for the week. That's what I'm listening to. Y'all let me know what y'all are listening to, because again, I feel like I listen to a lot of the same songs. Like now I'm listening to a lot of old school songs more than new school songs. So put me on some new music, bro. I'm excited to hear. Like I said, I've been listening to Ari Lennox's album, so I'm gonna finish that up. The Baby dropping too this week, so I'll finish that up. Maybe I'll have a review on that next week. But if not, put me on some new music, man. And put me on something other than rap music too. I like all types of music: R&B, country music, rap music, gospel music. As you can see, I just love music. So y'all let me know what y'all are listening to. Comment below, get active, and let me know. Put me on some new shit. But other than that, that's really all that I got. Like I said, it's been a super light week for the hot topics. That's all that I got for the playlist. Of course, my four. What we're gonna do right now, we're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we're gonna get into the main topic. So y'all stay tuned. Thank y'all for staying tuned for that break. I am back. Let's jump into the main topic. I ain't gonna hold up too much time. It looks like I'm making good time today. Good time today. So if I can keep the main topic under 15 minutes, we are lit. All right. Let's get into it. Y'all already know basically what we're talking about based on the title. I haven't quite picked the title yet. I do that on like after the fact, but I do got the topic. Based on the playlist, y'all already know what I'm on probably. Also, before we get into the topic, I just want to point out for one, y'all see how my arms look at this shirt. I love when the gym been paying off, bro. I love when the gym been paying off, bro. The boy look brolic. I don't care if that's not a word. That's how I look right now. Brolic. Brolic. These pants, I'm standing up right now for the people watching. I know you can't see my face. These pants used to not fit me, gang. Like, I wore these shits on my 28th birthday. I'm 30 now. 2 years ago, when I bought these shits on my 28th birthday, these shits was so fucking tight on my waist, bro. Like, I mean, like, to where you could see my thigh coming out this part right here. I could barely button the shit. Shit got room in it. The shirt looked good. Wavy caps on a hat. Make sure y'all shop this collection. Make sure y'all shop this collection. You feel what I'm saying? I said I'm getting intentional of only wearing my things, my hats. I'm trying to get better at that. I know I slip up from time to time, but I'm trying to get a lot better at it. But anyway, that's off topic. Let's jump into the very main topic. The topic of this show is going to be healing, but not holding. Y'all know I've been on my healing series because I've just been going through a fair share of shit. So a lot of the stuff I've been talking about has been based on healing and based on like, you know, just trying to get yourself together after a while, getting spiritually connected, getting a routine, just doing things to help you shake out of a very bad place. And it doesn't just have to be because of a relationship. It could be financial, it could be mental, it could be emotional, it could be, you know what I'm saying, romantic. It could be any kind of bad place, but this series is based on just healing because life has been hitting me in all places. But this specific topic is healing but not holding. And I wanted to talk about that because you hit a spot in your healing, or at some point in your healing, part of you was like holding on to, you know, whatever it is, like what you could have lost. Like, for example, my car just got totaled. So right now, I don't have no car. Complete transparent. This is the first time I have not had a car since I was probably like 19, maybe 21. Maybe 21. Maybe 21 or 22. Because I had, yeah. So maybe either way, a very long time. It's my first time not having a car. And yo, it's been hard for me. It's been hard for me in the sense of like not getting around because it's so easy to get around these days. But it's been hard for me in the sense of just not picking up and going when I want to go, how I'm used to. That luxury of life, it was a luxury and I didn't appreciate that. It was just like such a given to me. All I ever did honestly was complain, whether it be about putting gas in a car, whether it be about the fucking car note, whether it be about, you know, whatever the case may be. I did a lot of constant complaining, right? So then when I lost it, I was like holding on to it. Like it's been a while now. It's been almost 2 months. But I've been like, I was holding on to that shit. Holding on. Like, just like, bro, I lost my car in a funk. Like, oh, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? But then I reached a place where it's like, all right, I gotta stop holding on to that and get to the next level of my shit. What now? You lost, it's gone, bro. It's totaled. You ain't lose it from a repo. It could be worse. You could be dead. But I'm alive, bro. I'm alive. So I started to have to look at it different. And that's just kind of like where I'm at in all aspects of my healing. Um Romantically, emotionally, mentally, financially, bro, I'm done with the, and I don't want to say done because like I said, healing is like, it's no, it's an up and down process. I could feel like this today, I could feel like this tomorrow. I feel different tomorrow, but I do know that when it's all said and done, to be honest, I'm done holding on to shit. I'm done hoping shit was different. I'm done hoping that I did it different. Like I'm I'm done with that shit. And I just want to know if anybody else is in that place, or has anybody else got to that place where they know it's gonna hurt. They know it sucks. They're like they want to know when it's gonna end, but they're done holding on to the fact that they might not have to go through this. You get what I'm saying? It's like when you're waiting, even in a, like, let's go back romantically, right? You waiting for someone, and I don't want to say waiting, but you're healing from something. But in the process of the healing, you're still like checking your phone, see if they text you, going to sleep, waking up after fucking 3 hour nap, hoping that they called, and there's no missed calls, no missed texts. It be fucking Fashion Nova telling you they update. It be my fucking Ring camera telling me like someone's walking by the door. That part of situations, I'm fucking done with. I'm done with that shit. Like, I'm done with the hoping. I'm done with the holding on to this thought of what it could and what it should. I and it feels good. It feels good to be at that point of the healing of like, where, don't get me wrong, you're still like feeling it, but you're done wishing you didn't, in a sense. You're just like, you know what? I'm going to go through these emotions. I know that there's light on the other side. It might be dark days to get there, but I know for a fact it's light on the end of the tunnel. I'm done looking at the light back there. I'm done looking at that light, because that light is dark now. What could I really do? What could you really do? In any situation, when some shit has happened and it's well as and all is well and well is well and all of that shit, what could you really do? The last week, every time someone asks me how I feel, I say, you know how I feel? I feel like it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. It's going to be what it's going to be. That's been my mantra. And especially since like 2026, and since I've been going through my emotions, since 2025, I've been going through the emotions. So like, finally wake up in the morning and feel like, yo, it's going to be what it's going to be. It is what it is, and it ain't what it, to really have that feeling after months and months of not having that feeling. And I mean about everything, bro. I mean like anything that could stress a person out. Friendships, relationships, finances. I'm done being stressed out. I'm gonna feel my emotions, but I'm done stressing my emotions. I'm done with that, bro. Like, I'm done with that. I just humanly possibly can't do it. I can't do it anymore. You feel me? That waiting on anything. Go and get that shit. Go and get that shit. And that's just the motivation I'm hoping I'm giving to people. I hope that I didn't just say a whole bunch of nothing to y'all, and that when y'all hear it, y'all understand what I'm saying. You get what I'm like? You get that? If it's a person that you're healing from, silence is an answer. Nobody is staying silent and not saying anything to you because they want to be with you, because they want that. Silence is an answer. You need to stop hoping something's going to come from that and accept that answer. Move forward. If you're waiting for communication, I've been there. Like I said, I've been there, hoping for a text, hoping for a call. That's an emotional attachment that you need to let go. You have to get to the point of, you're like, all right, they ain't calling, they ain't texting. It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. It's going to be when it's going to be. And you have to get to that point, because if you don't, then as soon as they do text, you'll just backtrack and go back to the same shit and start hoping again. It resets your hope. Every time you backtrack on some shit that you know you shouldn't do, it resets the clock. I say that like on my weight loss journey. I done started in the gym 100,000 times. Bro, if I would have just stayed fit from when I started going to the gym 5, 6 years ago, after I got out of shape, if I would have still been going, I would be exactly where I want to be right now. You reset your clock when you hoping on some shit that it's time to stop hoping on. Less hope, more do. Get what I'm saying? Less hoping, more doing. I don't know if that's because I'm getting to a place of like, man, bro, honestly choosing myself. Like, yeah, and choosing the people that choose you, loving the people that love you and the situations that love you. Like, again, not just a relationship. Based on, my shit is a little bit of everything. So that's when I'm gonna go back to relationship shit. That's what I'm speaking on. But like, I mean, in everything, in every aspect. Pick who picks you, pick what picks you. Stop hoping on some shit that ain't gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Let the shit go. And that's where I'm at in my healing. I'm healing, but I'm done hoping and holding. The past is the past, bro. I I have I had to let go of that to get to this place, and it's fucking hard. Again, that's just today. I might wake up in the morning and be on some fuck the world shit. But today, where I'm at in my healing is that like I'm done letting the hoping hold me back. I ain't doing that shit no more, bro. And I don't want y'all to do that shit either. Anybody listening to this, watching this, trust me. Trust me. This, and I'm not healed. Don't even think I'm healed. I'm still triggered. I'm still going through the emotions. But yo, I'm becoming less bitter. And it's hard to admit to yourself when you bitter. That's hard. That was one of the hardest things that I had to admit to myself. I am bitter about a lot of shit. Shit that I've done, shit that I shouldn't have done, you feel me? Shit that I be doing, shit, you feel me? Like, I was bitter about a lot of the shit. And because I felt like, I think bitterness and entitlement play with each other. You feel what I'm saying? I was bitter because I felt entitled to more of, or less of, or and even respect. Yo, but entitlement gets you nowhere. Let's call a spade a spade. That's also been my shit lately. Let's call a spade a fucking spade. Please. Let's stop acting like shit. Listen, you're not entitled to nothing. Nobody gotta treat you a certain way just because you treated them that way. Nobody owes you a fucking thing. Even if you feel like it. Even if you genuinely from the bottom of your heart are owed some shit, you're not really owed some shit. And you really gotta make peace with that. And that's where I've been at. That's how I've been able to let go of hope. Once I let go of entitlement, and it helped me deal with, and I've prayed on the being bitter in situations. I've prayed. I'm still praying on it, because sometimes it could sneak up on you. It could sneak up on you, especially it could sneak up. So they go hand in hand to me though. Once I stopped feeling entitled, the bitterness fades. And then from there, you stop hoping, bro. You stop hoping and holding, and you start moving forward. And that's just the best that I could say. Like, I gotta get my heart back. I gotta get my heart back to where it used to be, the way it used to feel. You feel me? And that's why that song has been so real for me here lately. Um, because I that's the goal. I wanna be better than I was, bro. I wanna love out loud. I wanna, you feel me, live my life. I don't wanna just be alive. I want to live. I want to experience. I want to grow. I want to look back on any past situation and have nothing but love in my heart from it. And I get there a lot with shit I've been through, places I've been. Like, I remember splitting 4 for 4s with TC at Audra Crib. And in those moments, I was fucking stressed. And when I look back, those are some of the best moments of my life, and those are some of the moments that have taught me the most, and those are some of the moments that if I could do it all over again, I wouldn't change any of those things. And that comes from healing and not hoping. I stopped hoping that like it would get better, and bro, and just lived my life every day because it will get better. I stopped hoping that shit would stay the way it was. And that's another thing. Being scared of change is gonna hold you back 150%. That's a whole nother topic though. I just wanted to this topic to be getting your heart back, bro. Get your heart back. Don't let that fucking job take your heart. Don't let that girl take your heart. Don't let that man take your heart. Don't let your finances right now like take your heart. Don't sell your heart for some fucking like get your heart back, bro. Get your mind back right. Get your heart back right. And let let that shit go. Let that shit go. It's a beautiful place where you are just like it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. That is my mantra. It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. At the end of the day gotta end type shit. And that starts from accepting the fact that you're healing, but stop hoping for some shit that ain't gonna be. You ain't gonna be the same person you was. You ain't gonna. Times everything's different. Change is inevitable. Change is inevitable. I'm also learning that I've been reading a lot. I'm on my second book of the year. This book I'm reading is called Don't Believe Everything You Think. Don't believe everything you think. Super, super good book. I'm 4 chapters in, and I've already like feel like I got some key points that I highlighted. I seen something that said in the book, it said, I've thought myself out of happiness 100 times, but I've never thought myself into it. That shit stuck to me. I thought myself out of happiness 100 times, but I've never thought myself into it. Why is that? Our mind is like trained for like, bro, the book is great. The book is great. So that's I think that's part of the reason I'm done hoping. I'm done letting my mind trick me out my character. I've let my mind trick me out my character 100 times, 100,000 times, and sometimes to do things I'm not proud of. Sometimes in an angry way, sometimes in a sad way, sometimes in a fucking harmful to others way. You feel what I'm saying? Like I've let my mind trick me out of my character 100 times. But ever I'm reading that book since I started reading these self-help books, it's been twisting my mind a little bit. I'm not gonna hold y'all. It's been super, super good for me. Super, super hopeful. Ironically, since I said stop hoping and start healing. Super healing, then maybe that's what I should say. Super healing. So that's all I got for today, man. I just wanted to come on here and say, get your heart back. Stop hoping on that shit. That relationship's over. You ain't getting that job back. Move forward. You don't even want that job back. You left it for a reason. Move forward. Fuck that friendship, bro. It might have meant a lot to you, and it might have held may held super, super weight in your heart at a point. But stop hoping it's gonna go back to what it was. It's not. It's over with. It's not even the same times. Stop hoping. Start healing. When you stop hoping, the healing starts. Stop hoping. Start healing, and not hope in a sense of like, oh, I hope this. I hope that. You change that hope for faith. You gotta have faith in something, and only have faith in what's going forward. Don't look back, bro. Don't look back. And I be running forward, moving forward sometimes, and I look to the side on my peripheral, and every time I do so, I feel it. Stop hoping. Keep healing. And I ain't saying that to be harsh to nobody because trust me, it ain't as easy as it sounds. But I got faith in it. And I got faith in y'all. And thank y'all for staying tuned. We are under 35 minutes, maybe right at 35 minutes on the head by the time I finish. I really appreciate y'all rocking with me. Episode 61. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. 61 episodes is crazy, especially when half of them has been by myself. Sometimes I feel crazy for talking to myself, but the engagement that I do get from the people, I really do appreciate it. It keeps me motivated. Again, thank y'all for staying tuned for episode 61. We're going to wrap this up real fast before we go. Let me know. Get in the comments. Tell me something that you should be sorry for this week that you're not. What's something you did this week that you should be sorry for, but you're absolutely not? I'll tell y'all. Yesterday, I had Domino's, a medium box of pizza, and I smashed that shit. Does that have anything to do with my gains and how I lost weight? Absolutely not. I should be sorry for that because I've been meal prepping. I've been like, it's meal preps in my fridge right now, and that's what I'm going to eat when I'm done with this because I'm back on track. I'm back on track. But yesterday, I went crazy. Domino's. Bodied that shit. Woo! And it was a Super Bowl, bro. It was only right. The day before that, I had mad wine. So, like, I'm tapped out on the calories. This week is a low carb week. I should be sorry for that, but I'm not. Now it's your turn. Get in the comments. Tell me something you should be sorry for that you're absolutely positively not sorry for this week. Until next time, y'all take care. It's all love. I'll see y'all at the next episode.